What is the world? A boy once picked up a piece of chalk and drew monsters on the wall. He gave them claws, crooked smiles, and glowing eyes, and when night came, he trembled as if they were real. Yet the monsters never left the chalk that made them. This is what the Course means when it says, "The world is false perception. It has not left its source." The chalk lines lasted only as long as the boy cherished them. When he finally set down the chalk, the creatures began to fade, because their life was only borrowed from his belief. So too with the thought of separation. Its effects linger only while the mind holds it dear. Drop the thought and the shadow world vanishes. Later, the boy decided to build a cardboard fort. He stacked the boxes high, taped them tight, and shut himself inside. From within, he shouted, "You cannot come in here," as if to keep his father away. This is what the Course says when it tells us, the world was made as an attack on God, a place where God could enter not. The boy believed the walls gave him safety, but all they really did was block out the light. Inside the fort, he felt small, afraid, and alone. He imagined his father had vanished, but it was only the box world that made the absence seem true. The fort, like the world itself, was built on fear and meant to prove that love was gone. Inside his dark fort, the boy poked small holes and peered through. He brought in a flashlight and shined it around, trying to make sense of the shadows. But every hole showed him more cardboard, and every beam revealed only shifting darkness. This is what is being said when the Course reminds us, eyes deceive and ears hear falsely. Everything that they report is but illusion. The senses were never neutral. They were made to report separation and confirm fear. The boy strained his eyes, thinking he saw truth, but he only saw cardboard walls. He cupped his ears, hoping to hear comfort, but he caught only the muffled echo of his own voice bouncing back. The whole time, truth was outside, untouched, but his tools could not reveal it. Then came a voice from beyond the cardboard. It was gentle, steady, and unmistakable. "I am here." At first, the boy thought it was a trick, but something in the tone reached deeper than his fear. This is what the Course means by sounds become the call for God. All perception can be given a new purpose. The same ears that once heard only threats could now be tuned to love. The same eyes that once hunted shadows could now be turned toward light. He lifted a flap of the box and suddenly sunlight spilled in. Dust particles danced like little stars in the beam, and the boy realized he wasn't trapped at all. The fort hadn't been a prison, it was only a choice. And now he could choose differently. At last, the boy crawled out of the cardboard fort and stood in the open air. His father was right there, waiting. He had never left, not even for a moment. The walls had been flimsy all along, yet the boy believed in them so fiercely he forgot who stood outside. This is what the Course means when it says, we must save the world, that what was made to die can be restored to everlasting life. The world, like the fort, was made to shut out love, but it can be re-seen through forgiveness. What was built as a defense becomes a doorway. What was made to hide becomes the means to reveal. The cardboard, the chalk, the shadows, all of it falls away in the light of truth. Nothing real was ever lost, and nothing unreal remains. So what is the world? It is the chalk monster, never leaving the chalk. It is the cardboard fort, keeping out what could never be kept away. It is the shadow confirmed by senses that were designed to deceive. And it is also the classroom where the voice calls us out, gently, patiently, until we are willing to hear. The world is the mistaken picture, but also the chance to lay down the chalk, Lift the flap and remember who has been waiting all along.